Hello, everyone. Yeah, that's right. I'm holding a Blue's Clues stuffy I've had since I was 3 years old. Anyways, that's not a part of what we're gonna be talking about today. But yeah, as I mentioned in that one community post, there has been something from college that's been bothering me a lot recently. I've noticed that as you know, I'm autistic. I was diagnosed when I was 4 years old, and I noticed that there are some people who have been using a different thing to refer to disabled people instead of disabled or a disability, and it makes me mad. We are going to talk about the term differently abled. Do I like that? Do I like that term? No. Here's why. You see, it may just be a term to some of you, but it's actually disliked in the disability community. Even I don't like it because the term differently abled is actually considered ableist. And I find it to be ableist too. I prefer to say the words disability and disabled instead of saying what I was mentioning earlier. And I have a classmate whose name I won't mention on here, who doesn't like it when people use the words disabled or disability and tells them to use different ability or differently abled. She even told me that once, and I didn't like it. It happened when I was showing off a bead necklace to my class that I made, and she's in that class with me. And when I got done, she turned around. She looked like she was gonna freak out and asked me to use the word differently abled. And I'm just like, no, I'm not gonna use that. And then after that, she got up and stormed out of the room like a fucking 2-year-old. And she's also a bitch to everyone. Like if you would do something simple, she'll just get up and throw a tantrum, like an adult tantrum. It's people like her. And apparently she did that to me all because I used the word disabled. I didn't use it in an offensive way. I used it to describe myself. And she just gets up and storms out of the room like a toddler. And the entire class just like looks at me, but they all knew that I didn't do anything wrong. And that classmate held a grudge towards me for like a week. Like the next morning when I was chilling at my college's cafe, I saw her walk in. She did this little wave at me, but I didn't even wave at her. I just rolled my eyes at her. And most of my classmates were all brainwashed into apologizing to her when they did nothing wrong. But me, I didn't fall for any of that bullcrap. I never apologized. And I'm pretty sure she's hated me ever since. But yeah, seriously. You cannot force people to say something they don't want to say. If I want to say the word disabled or disability, I can. Because referring to disabled people as differently abled is ableist. It's like referring to autistic people as people with autism, and I don't like that either. I just want to be referred to as disabled and autistic because it makes me feel better that way. I actually prefer those things. So, yeah, I mean, seriously. I just needed it's been bothering me for a couple months now, and I just needed to get it out. Because usually I ignore that, but it just kept on going and going, because, you know... yeah, I'm sorry. I just needed to get it out of me. And I have to go back to college tomorrow. And, she also had a meltdown yesterday because we had a guest over at our college representing a job group for disabled people, and she kept on freaking out over the words disabled and disability that she stormed out like she did before. Like, why are you so triggered by that? They weren't even being offensive towards you. They didn't say anything bad to you. If they're just representing a job presentation about disabled people, then they were doing that. You can't force people to say the word differently abled because it's not a good term. It's ableist. And if they want to refer to themselves as disabled, they can. I refer to myself as disabled. I refer to myself as autistic instead of a person with autism. Even though I am autistic and I was diagnosed with autism when I was 4 years old, I'm still referring to myself as an autistic person and a disabled person. So, yeah. So, with that being said, I hope you guys learned your lesson. Please don't force people what they want to say. You can't control what they say. That is not your choice. That is their choice, not yours. Thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I hope that all of you have a good one. Bye now.